Welcome to this breathwork exercise for nighttime anxiety. This is an excellent practice for those times in your life when you can't seem to settle down. Maybe you have ruminating thoughts, you are catastrophizing, and you feel really amped up and stressed right before it's time to go to sleep. We've all been there. This is a simple practice that you can do laying down. And it's also one that you can use at any time of the day. I just find that it's really nourishing and restful to do it right before you lay down to sleep or as you're trying to fall asleep. So all you need to do for this practice is find a place to comfortably lie down. I have a pillow here, and so if you are doing it on the floor, maybe you want to grab a pillow as well, but I hope you're laying in bed and watching this video or listening to this video so that you can also get prepped for a wonderful night's sleep. Awesome. So meet me in a lying down position, however it's comfortable for you. A lot of times I'll find that laying with my feet straight out is a little uncomfy. So I like to lay with my feet propped up. Perfect. So let's just take a few moments here and get comfortable. Closing the eyes if that feels good for you. And what I want you to do is you just breathe naturally. Just begin by noticing the temperature of the air as it enters your body. Now noticing the air as it leaves your body and noticing the change in that temperature. As you continue to breathe naturally, now notice the places on your body that move as you breathe. Maybe you feel movement in your chest, your belly, your neck. And you can go ahead and place a hand on your body wherever you feel that movement. So often when we get into these stressful, anxious situations, we can find ourselves breathing really quickly and really in the chest, what's known as shallow breathing. And in order to really help our bodies understand that we're safe, belly breathing and slow breathing can be really nourishing. And so that's part of what we're going to practice today. If, as you've been inhaling, you notice that you mostly feel movement in your upper torso, your ribs, your chest, what I'd like for you to do now is place your hands on your belly, and I like to put one hand below the belly button and one above. And see if when you breathe in your next inhale, you can feel movement in that space. If this doesn't come naturally to you, that's okay. But what I'd like for you to do is to see if you can naturally breathe a bit deeper. Maybe you have to fake it till you make it at this point, which might not feel too natural, but I promise if you continue to practice this, it will become more natural. So breathe into the belly, letting the belly rise and fill up. And exhale and soften. Not worrying about any breath counts at this point, just simply letting the belly become full and big and round, and soften and melt back into the body, back toward the spine as you exhale. Perfect. Now, as you continue breathing here, some of the benefits of this belly breath and the reason that it can be really soothing to your stressed and anxious mind is that diaphragmatic breathing, which is what we're doing right now, can help to massage your internal organs. It can help to clear out toxins. And when you breathe deeply, it also helps to oxygenate your blood in a more nourishing way than those shallow breaths that you might naturally do when you feel a bit anxious. This breath, this deep belly breath, is also really essential to get you into that parasympathetic nervous state, that PNS, where you feel peaceful and safe and your digestion comes back online. Your body feels relaxed and more at ease. So now I'd like to share with you a second form of breath work called 3-part breath. And you're already doing the first part now. You're breathing into the belly. 3-part breath involves inhaling into the belly, ribs and chest, and then exhaling. And again, it's a really wonderful tool to help calm anxious minds. So what I'd love for you to think of is that your body is like a balloon. When you blow up a balloon, it slowly fills up, sort of from the bottom and then the middle and then the top. And as you exhale, everything contracts at the same time. So with that type of visual in your mind and a hand on your belly, first just breathe into the belly and exhale. Thinking of that first part of the balloon when you first blow that air into it. Now what I'd like for you to do is move your hands to the sides of your ribs. And as you breathe a little deeper now, you can feel the belly rise and then the movement in the ribs as well as they expand. And then finally, you'll notice that the third part of this breath is that breath into the chest. And I don't want you to feel like you have to really expand the chest because that often will make the belly contract. There really might not be that much movement in the chest for this part of the breath, and that's okay. Again, thinking of that balloon, most of the action happens when you first begin to blow into it, right? The belly and the mid-ribs. And once you get to where the balloon is almost full, you really may not notice much movement in the balloon, okay? And that's your chest. So let's practice this 3-part breath together. Into the belly, ribs, and chest, and then exhale. Belly, ribs, chest, exhale. And as I cue you for this, you'll notice I'm taking 3 little separate breaths and then exhaling it all together. You can try that too. Into the belly, ribs, chest, and out. Belly, ribs, chest, and out. Continuing on now, breathing in and out. In and out. Into the belly, ribs, chest, and out. Belly, ribs, chest, and out. Let's do this 5 more times together. Belly, ribs, chest, and out. Belly, ribs, chest, and out. Into the belly, ribs, chest, and out. Belly, ribs, chest, and out. Last time together here, into the belly, ribs, chest, and out. Now what I'd love for you to do is continue doing that 3-part breath without listening to me guide you. And really focusing on the different sensations you experience as you breathe into the belly, ribs, and chest. Noticing as you exhale that softening and that contraction, thinking of the balloon getting smaller. And remembering that when the balloon releases air, it doesn't get smaller all of a sudden, and it doesn't get smaller in one area before it gets smaller in another. Usually it just sort of all goes smaller at the same time, and that's sort of what we're going for here as well. Perfect. Now I want you to take 5 more of these 3-part breaths on your own here. If you ever feel like your mind is wandering or if you get lost, that's okay. Remember, you're breathing into the belly, ribs, chest, and exhaling. Two more. Beautiful. Now let your hands rest at your sides. Going back to that more natural breath. No need to focus on the 3-part breathing now. And just check in with your nervous system. Check in with your mental health. Check in with your body. Notice how you feel. I'm hoping that you're feeling more calm, less in your head, and more relaxed so that you can enter into sleep having eradicated this nighttime anxiety. feel free to let this video play out as you go about your night and fall asleep. But if you have other things you need to do, like brush your teeth or use the restroom or get some water, I invite you now to meet me sitting up, slowly coming to that seated position, not moving too fast so that you don't get a head rush. I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me to breathe through this nighttime anxiety. My name is Leslie, and if you liked videos like this one, I really hope you subscribe to the channel. New videos come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I wish you a wonderful night's sleep, anxiety-free, and I'll see you next time.